Hi guys, Amber here. Welcome back to another episode of In Conversation with ATF. Today's guest is a guest I have so much respect for. Not only does he have Asperger's syndrome, just like me, but he has voiced a lot of anime characters. He's an anime voice actor and also a cartoon voice actor as well, because he doesn't just dub anime, of course. He's the voice of Figs the House in Addams Family Mansion Mayhem, the video game, Galliard in Attack on Titan, Hyperdrive in Transformers Battlegrounds, Overhaul in My Hero Academia, Funtime Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, the Wind Archer Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom, Lucky Bat in UglyDolls An Imperfect Adventure, the only credited role, because I think that's the only speaking character in it.
Yeah.
And he's all around an amazing, lovely guy. My guest is Kellen Goff. Hi.
Hello. Thank you for that lovely intro. That was a lot of roles that nobody ever talks about, so I really appreciate it.
I only know of Transformers Battlegrounds because I was playing it, and it's down.
You got it?
I got it.
Yo! We worked on that from quarantine, so
Wow, that's cool.
So that holds a special. That's so awesome. That holds a special spot in my heart, and I see you have an Addams Family poster in the back.
I do.
You are all set.
Yeah.
Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, indeed. I mean, about Transformers Battlegrounds, I haven't played past the first level because I got so stuck on it. It took me about an hour to complete it because I couldn't understand the mechanics of it. Like,
yeah,
I feel like every time I got around something, I couldn't get that. I was like, oh yeah, go to this spot to help Grimlock. I'm in this spot. What do I do now? And he just wouldn't tell me and stuff like that.
I get you. That's when I turned to YouTube and the walkthroughs.
Yeah. Well, I might go back to that game at some point, because I haven't played it since last Christmas, which has been nearly a year ago.
Oh man, that's been a minute.
Yeah. So, how are you, Kellen?
I'm doing all right. It's raining out today, so I'm a happy man. Yeah, it never really rains in the LA area anymore. So when it does, I'm a happy man. I get my coffee and I just look out the window and think about life.
It's all dark over here. I don't know if it's raining outside, but it is pitch black. So it's about 20 past 10 at night over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you for having me so late at night, Amber.
It's fine. I'm a night owl, so I tend to stay up until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
So you're very night owl.
Never been a morning person in my life. I don't wake up early. I don't. I don't wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm just like, yep, that's it. We're going to start bed, because every time I get up out of bed, I just feel so busy, I have to fall back down. So I'm usually up at like 9.
You have to be in the mood for it. You have to be in the mood to be like, you know what? I want to watch the sunrise. But hardly am I ever in the mood for that. I'd rather just play video games until the dawn anyway.
That's me. That is literally me. I'm not being funny. That is.
Nice.
I've never heard something so relatable ever, honestly.
Appreciate.
So I also like to ask you, Kellen. Well, this is the first thing I'd like to ask you about. Now, recently it came to my attention that you were at TFCon 2011, and you were there. It says.
Oh, you mean BotCon?
BotCon. Yeah. Sorry, BotCon.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
TFCon's the Canada one, the Baltimore one. Excuse me.
TFCon is the one that actually just happened this past weekend. BotCon,
oh yeah, in Baltimore. Yeah, Hal Rail, Greg Berger, Gary Chalk, Venus Terzo.
Exactly. BotCon is not around anymore, though, unfortunately. But maybe one day it'll rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
Rise of the Beasts.
Rise of the Beasts. I'm so excited.
The return of the. I'm very excited as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hey, so you were at BotCon 2011, and you did a script reading with most of the cast of Transformers Prime. So that was like Peter Cullen, Kevin Michael Richardson, the late great Marky Post, Josh Keaton, Tanya Gennady, Jeffrey Combs, and obviously a lot more. So what was it like, because I presume you were about 16 at the time. Well, my age was 17, but
I think 16 or 17 or something. And Ernie Hudson was there too. That was insane. But that was just a a dream come true, because Transformers is one of my favorite things ever. So to be able to get up there and read with them was just, I couldn't believe it was happening. I was buzzing like for the whole day after that. Apparently, I don't know, somebody couldn't come or something, or this was their plan from the start, but they asked the audience beforehand who wants to be a zombie con.
Oh, there they always do that. They always
I jumped out of my chair, dude. I jumped up and put my hand really high, and that got Jeff Klein's attention, and I got to go up there. And there's still a video of it online somewhere. But yeah, I look back on it, I'm just like, ooh, oh boy, ooh, it like you always look back on when you were a kid and cringe a little bit, but it's still a highlight of my life, and it was so great to be up there with such legends. And to this day, Josh Keaton and Kevin Michael Richardson, I keep in touch with them.
Hey, it is Kevin's birthday today.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to wish him a happy birthday. It's my friend. We've been focusing on my friend Zeno Robinson because it's his birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday, and Nancy Cartwright's birthday as well.
A lot of birthdays fall on the 25th.
October 25th is definitely a special day.
Indeed.
Speaking of cast members, did you meet anyone afterwards?
Yeah, I actually, well, they gave me a paper script of the whole episode. And when I sat down, the person who wrote it apparently was sitting right next to me, so she signed it. And then I just, afterwards, I stood in line for the autograph line and just went around to all the actors and stuff, except for Peter Cullen. His line was incredibly long, and I don't think I was going to make it in time, but I got Steve Bloom. I got as many as I could. And I still have that script framed, and I think it's in storage now because I've been moving so much, but it is still there, and just a treasure to me. I wouldn't part with it for the world.
I've had a look on YouTube. There is recordings. There's about a 4-minute recording from the official Transformers panel. It has someone at the end playing Bumblebee and doing his noises, but I don't think it's you.
That's me.
Is it you?
I'm pretty sure that was me doing Bumblebee's.
Oh my gosh! So you are. That is you. Oh my gosh.
Well, what happened was, I think there was someone else, and they didn't want to do it or something, so they gave it to me, and I tried it, and I guess it's like, okay, you're Bumblebee too now. Yeah, that's me.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Wow. Well, that's so cool. You literally perform. Wow.
That was so long ago. Oh, I'm so red.
I can cut that out for you if you want. I don't have to.
No, you're fine. I just haven't watched it in a while.
That's just it. I'm like that when I see old videos of me, but wow, just performing, in front of all those people. I mean,
it was scary. I was definitely like numb in certain parts of my body, like it was buzzing just because I was running on pure adrenaline. And I remember that my mom and sister couldn't be there, so we went to dinner afterwards, and I could barely speak. I was just like the whole day. It was such a good memory. Thank you for reminding me.
So when did you find out you had autism?
When did I find? Well, my parents found out when I was like a baby, but I never really knew why certain kids didn't like me growing up, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. And then I believe it was about when I was 15 or 16, I was at an udon shop with my dad. And I asked him why I was so different. And he's like, okay, it's time to tell you, you have Asperger's. And I'm like, everything just made sense really quick and really suddenly there. It was relief, really. I didn't thought that just something was wrong with me, but in fact, it was just that my brain was wired a little bit differently, and it turned into a superpower. After that, I got a lot more confidence in myself. So I'm glad that my dad was able to tell me when he did.
That's really sweet. I mean, it's a very similar story with me because
Yeah.
not only I have autism, but I have a younger brother who's 1 year younger than me. He has severe autism, so he's non-verbal. He's been diagnosed. He was actually the youngest diagnosed person in my county. He was diagnosed at the age of 2.
Really?
Yeah, so this was like 2007-ish.
Okay.
I was diagnosed at the age of 4. It's weird because a lot of girls aren't diagnosed early. They're usually diagnosed in the future when they're in their teens because they mask it a lot more.
Exactly.
Me, I guess I just showed my oddballness at a young age because no one liked me in primary school. Hardly anyone liked me. I wasn't invited to any parties.
Yeah, but it starts to make sense as you're older, and then as you get more comfortable with it, you start to really come into your own. So
yeah,
I feel like the best people I've met have gone through some kind of struggle early on in their lives because of whether it be social kerfuffles. It sort of teaches us how to hold ourselves in a bit of good maturity early, and that really informs the rest of how we professionally conduct ourselves. So yeah, no, it sucks when it happens. I wish it didn't have to happen, but we end up stronger for it.
Yeah, exactly. When I was young, obviously, as I said, I didn't get invited to any party. Well, I was as a kid, but I was very shy. I didn't like seeing anyone who was not my own family. Well, to be fair, when I did see
I would have invited you to my party if I held parties.
I had parties when I was a kid, but everyone showed up, but only because they didn't want me to feel lonely. They didn't really want to come,
Sure.
Yeah, people started inviting me less and less and less, and just started, sort of just phasing out of my life. And then year 6, I was bullied. I was admitted into hospital because I nearly ended up harming myself.
I'm so sorry.
Not for no, people are going to say, oh yeah, it was for attention and stuff like that, but this is also because mental illness. It's a thing. It's
exactly.
Yeah. And with having autism, getting bullied for having autism, and we
shouldn't ignore it.
I know, serious, very serious. And I recently found out that because of me, the whole harming myself situation, I'm the reason why, because we couldn't even go to the hospital because they wouldn't see people with mental health illnesses or people having breakdowns on a weekend who were minors. But because of me now, I think they call it, I could be wrong, like Amber's Law or something. They now see minors who have had a mental health breakdown on the weekend in the UK on the NHS because of my situation.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness.
And I'm very happy. Very happy for
that. Yeah, no, I hope you realize how important that
is. Very important. Very important.
Yeah, that's so great. I'm so happy that they did that for you.
I'm happy too.
Thank you for being the catalyst there.
You're welcome, Kellen. I do appreciate it. I mean, my life is better. I mean, obviously in high school, kind of went up and down. I was bullied for my obsessions, like in kids shows and different celebrities and stuff. And then I got bullied and then found into like 2 suicide attempts. And then, I ended up having to get the help I needed and stuff like that. So
exactly.
Yeah. And
well, you know what? Now you are the star of a musical. So I think things are looking up for Amber Jones.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can't wait to see where you go, really.
Thank you, Kellen. I was in a very dark place in 2017. I just felt so low up. My obsessions were spiraling out of control. And there was one thing in life that saved me. And do you know what that thing was?
Voice acting?
Not just that. Cartoons.
Cartoons.
I got into all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and then that inspired me to be a voice actor and stuff like that, and inspired me, and I got to know all these wonderful voice actors. Literally every single voice actor in America I just know now, and I just talk to them and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's really made me quite happy, and it's made my life. It's given it a turn for the best, really.
I love your aura, man. Amber, if you came to America, not only I would you find work, you're definitely a hot commodity because of the accent, but I think you just have the chops for it too. I definitely believe in you. So when you get over here, I hope we see each other in the booth.
Yeah, I'd love to meet you. Even if you come to the UK, the other way around, I would still love to meet you, honestly.
I wish.
I've always wanted to come to America. Always. Since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to come.
Certain parts of America are all right.
Yeah. I think Los Angeles is the best part.
Los Angeles, it's there are certain parts of Los Angeles that are incredible. But like Hollywood and stuff, there are parts that are very tourist trappy. So I would say save up a lot of money, but definitely make some friends here first, and we'll take you to the cool, cheap places.
I've already made a lot of friends, I made I'm trying to think of who I know. Tara Strong, Corey Burton, Frank Welker.
You've talked to Frank? What a legend.
3 times.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wowzers.
He did what was it? I nearly said he did a pandemic. I was like, no.
No, he didn't do that.
He didn't He did a convention just before the pandemic in England, did his first UK appearance, and I went to go see him. Have you met him before?
I actually haven't.
You
I want to. That's my dream.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to meet, because he inspired me. Him and D. Bradley Baker, heroes to me. So that's one.
Kings of Animal Noises.
Exactly. Yeah, they're the ones who inspired me to do that whole thing. So maybe one day.
Yeah, I definitely hope you get to meet it too. When I next see him, I will tell him all about you.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. We'll see who gets to him first. I'll say I'm Amber's friend.
And I'll say Kellen Goff's
if that's
friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Of course, that's a massive honor. That is a massive honor.
Oh, stop. I appreciate you. Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm speaking to him in December. He's doing a meet and greet with GalaxyCon Live, so I've just
fun.
Meet and greet.
Fun.
Yeah, warn you, but it's a bit steep. $125.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, this is off the record, but like cut here, but he doesn't have too many of these left. So I'm sure he wants to, make all of them worth it and leave something to his kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be sad now. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, the day he retires as Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo.
I don't think he would ever retire. I think he would just do it until the end.
He will die on stage.
I think so. He's definitely always struck me as that kind of guy.
Go back into the picture. So back on the Transformers. I'm sorry, this is the last time I will mention.
No, go. I love talking about Transformers. You kidding?
Did you watch the G1 cartoon growing up?
On and off. I didn't watch the series itself as often as I rewatched the movie, the original 86 one. Oh wait, hold on. Someone is deciding that we need to hear their music. 1 second.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
I'm having a look at the voice actors who attended TF Wiki. Not TF.com.
Right. On the TF Wiki.
On the TF Wiki, of course. Who went? Jack Angel.
Right, I think we're good.
Yeah, Jack Angel, who recently passed away, was going to come, but he had an illness, so he couldn't make it. Who else was there? Arlene Vanass, who voiced Carly Witwicky in the original series.
Right.
Greg Berger, Steve Bloom, Jeffrey Combs, Peter Cullen, Paul Iding, Tanya Gennady, Ernie Hudson, David Kay, Josh Keaton, Morgan Lofting, Michael McConaughey, Andy Pessoa, Marky Post, Kevin Michael Richardson, Neil Ross, and you're credited as well, Kellen Goff.
Am I?
Yeah, you're
I wasn't a guest.
I guessed.
I was just there. I was just walking around with my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm John. The voice director for the 86 film and the original cartoon, Wally Burr, was there.
Yeah. Oh, Wally was such a battle axe, man.
Yeah.
The story's there.
Apparently, he was kicked out of the convention, and because Ernie Hudson was leaving at that time, he just went out with him. Apparently, they didn't allow him on any of the panels or something. I mean, he was known, obviously not bad mouthing him, but he was known for his 8-hour-long recording sessions with everyone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to speak, Yeah,
you don't wish to. We don't speak ill of the dead.
Ill of the dead, but yeah, he was a personality.
Yeah, definitely. What else is there? Paul Eiding was not scheduled to attend, but he showed up anyway.
I believe that. Paul is such a sweetheart.
I interviewed him for my show.
I have to text him back. He sent me something. Let me just make a note of that real quick.
Oh, did he? I interviewed him for my show.
Text Paul back.
He's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
That's crazy. You were born in 95. My brother was born in 94. My older brother. So you're like, old as my older brother. Wow.
So he's 27?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I can't believe I'm almost out of my 20s now, and it'll happen to you.
Oh, God. You sounded a bit like Cobra Commander there from G.I. Joe. That's such a good impression. That's such a good impression. Oh my God. Chris Latta would be smiling from heaven. Man.
That's one guy I wish I could have met, but I'm actually friends with his daughter, Abby.
Abby, yeah. I've been planning to get her on the show along with her brother Ben to talk about her dad.
Oh, yeah. She would be happy to. I actually, if we're talking Transformers, I used to, with the guys of BotCon, actually after that, I got involved with the actual BotCon canon writers. Oh. And we would make this audio drama series called Ask Vector Prime. And that turned into, that turned into Nexus News, because there was this place called the Axiom Nexus, where all the Transformers who fell out of their individual timelines fell into, and that was sort of BotCon canon there. But I wrote and produced, along with Jim Sorensen and Jesse Wittenrich, a series of these audio dramas where they would be like fake newscasts from the Nexus News, the ANN, the Axiom Nexus News, and it starred Abby as, oh man, I forget the names of the newscasters now, but it starred Abby and Daniel Ross, who is a dear friend of mine, who played Starscream in the 2007 movie game. And he's been a massive fan of Transformers since the beginning too. So we like to gab over that. But yeah, we did a few episodes of that, and we even got I think we got Peter Spellos on for
Skybite, yeah.
Yeah, we got someone we didn't think we'd get.
Was voiced. I think Abby's character was called Road Rage, I believe so.
Road Rage was the one she did at a script reading. This was
I can't find it. Just says she's just credited as an actor.
Andromeda is her name.
Yeah. Oh, also Daniel Ross. Yeah, he's amazing. I interviewed him as well. He's now Donald Duck for Disney Junior.
Yeah, now he's Donald. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, he has been working on that impression with his mom since he was a kid. So I am so glad that he finally, got realized for his talent there. Shout out to you, Daniel. Love you, man. Sorry to derail. Yeah, Andromeda from Trans Tech. It's Abby Collins, but
my name's Abby Cluster.
Yeah, Abby, exactly.
What was it like meeting Marky post after the panel? Because
my
Marky
goodness,
very recently.
She was so sweet. Unfortunately, I don't remember too much of the encounter, as we didn't have too much to talk about. I just remember her being such a sweet, encouraging person. And I believe that my dad actually talked to her because he was a fan of the stuff that she had done growing up. So, and he also does movie producing stuff, but I don't think he was trying to network. I think he's just really into movies. So yeah, no, she was such if I remember correctly from 10 years ago, she was just such a nice, motherly, welcoming person.
Which ones did you go to? BotCon, TFCon?
I went to the TFCon when it was at the Burbank Hotel like a few years back, but I mostly went to BotCons, and usually when they were at the Pasadena Convention Center. But I did go to the last BotCon in Kentucky because I wanted to pay my respects there. And that was in 2016.
I see. Yeah, they were going to do TF Nation. That's like the UK TFCon. It's held at the Hilton in Birmingham. They had a really good lineup this last year. They had Peter Cullen for the first time.
Well, I'm sure Peter wanted to go over there.
Summerlee Montano and Tanya Gunardi. This was obviously scheduled for summer 2020, but obviously it was closed, called off because of the pandemic. But to me, the Peter package to get a photo with him was like £220 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is odd because he did his first UK appearance in Liverpool with Frank, and his photos were only about £50.
Yeah, I think it just raised as he,
because they're a more smaller business. They're smaller than this Monopoly.
And
event.
Also between then and now, he starred in like 5 Transformers movies. So maybe he's just like,
oh yeah, and of course with Rise of the Beasts, they'll probably crank it up a bit.
Oh yeah, no, he's back for that.
Are you excited for Rise of the Beasts?
I am. I really am, because we get to. I mean, between you and I, the Maximals, I could give or take, but I'm excited for this new
Nightbird
interpretation of the Predacons in general, Scourge and Nightbird, and between you and I, Battle Trap.
It's so odd because Scourge was like one of Galvatron's minions in the G1 series, and Nightbird was only a one-off character who had no lines in the
G1
series.
They're giving them new life, and that's what I love when they do in the Transformers series, when they take obscure characters and they give them new legs to stand on. That's when I'm like, okay, we don't have to be married to G1 if all they did with it was a couple lines in a show where it was meant to sell toys. I mean, like, it's always meant to sell toys, but like, I'm glad that I'm pretty sure that this is just speculation on my part. I don't know anything, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to base the Scourge and Optimus thing off of the 2001 RID Scourge.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's have a look.
He's like, I don't think he's going to be a straight up Optimus clone, but I still think he's going to be like that evil.
So like similar to Nemesis Prime. I see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a direct copy. I think it's just going to be like that kind of like mirror thing. Yeah, I for lack of being able to have words right now.
Yeah. Who would you like to see voice act? Because I know Peter Cullen's been announced as Optimus Prime. Ron Perlman is Optimus Primal. Who would you like to see voice the rest of the Autobots, Predacons, Maximals?
Oh man, I don't know if any of this is going to make it in. I'm just enjoying talking to you, but I've seen that the Transformers account follows certain actors and actresses, like Russell Crowe. So I think Russell Crowe will be Scourge if anything's to be said there. And but if not Russell Crowe, I would love to see, I would have loved to have Tim Curry, but I think he's retired from.
My friend just met Tim Curry.
Oh man,
at
he's
For the
such
Love
a
of Horror
treat.
in
He is
Manchester.
such a treat. I would love to see actors who generally do the voice acting scene get their shots here. Like celebrities are well and good, but like I would love to see like, oh, who would I love to see as? I mean, Kevin Michael Richardson. If we're talking to him, he would be fantastic in any of these
I reckon
roles.
they should bring back Ian James Collette for Cheetah.
Yeah, they should.
Because
They really
Anthony
should.
Ramos has confirmed Cheetah will be in the film.
Yeah. Cheetor, Air Razor, Rhinox. And then the Transformers account is also following Nathan Fillion and Marina Baccarin from Firefly. So I'm hoping we get Nathan Fillion as Mirage, because if Mirage is as snarky and against the patriarchy as he's described in these early press events, then I think Nathan,
like Gregory Peck voice like Frank Welker did, maybe.
Gregory Peck would be so good for Scourge.
That's who Neil Ross based his voice off for Hook.
Right. And David Warner, I would have loved to see him as Shockwave. I don't know. I would just love to see. I would love to see more actors from the UK take on these, because there are just so many talented actors over there. Benedict Cumberbatch would be fun in a villain role. Get Smaug for Scourge. I don't know. The possibilities are endless there.
Yeah, I've had a good one fly in my head. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, I hope that Grey Delisle Grey Griffin now gets to reprise as RC from the last movie.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see. I don't know why this is randomly just come into my head. Sigourney Weaver as Nightbird.
That'd be fun. I would love to see Michelle Rodriguez as her, actually.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
From Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh, this would be a good one. What if they brought back Dylan O'Brien for Bumblebee?
I'm sure Dylan O'Brien will be back for Bumblebee. I mean, I think they'll probably keep the speechless thing, but maybe for flashbacks, Dylan O'Brien will be back.
Well, it's kind of cool because I'm meeting Ron Perlman at Comic-Con Liverpool in less than a month.
Yo, okay. So I don't know how much he'll
ask him about Rise of the Beasts.
I'm sure he won't be able to say anything, but get as much information as he can out of him.
I will have to just wring him out like a wet sponge, like, come on, give me more information.
Just this stuff is off the record too, but be careful. I've heard he has a short fuse.
Does he? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So tread carefully.
Nah, he's not going to take me seriously with these ears.
Yeah. He'll melt.
Okay. What was I trying to? Sorry, this is just a tech idea when I'm trying to remember something. What was I gonna? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. I would have been meeting Peter Cullen as well. Well, I would have met him. Because he and Frank were gonna come to Edinburgh Comic Con.
Right.
Like on the 9th of October, but got cancelled due to pandemic.
Hopefully they come back out.
I hope so
that would
too.
Be awesome.
Sort of driving away from the Transformers subject, I'd like to talk to you about a few other things as well. Sure. So the house in Addams Family Mansion Mayhem.
So that's an interesting one, because I'm not the house in English. FIG stands for French, Italian, German, Spanish. So I voiced the house in all of those languages.
What?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Did you have to learn like a lot of Italian or a lot of Spanish?
There were only a few lines that the house actually says. So I really just had to listen, repeat to most of them. But I do know a bit of French and a bit of Spanish. So that, and a little German, but that at least helped with the pronunciations of
wow them. I did not know that. Who voices it in English then?
I believe it's on the IMDb.
Hey, you're a fast typer just like me.
Yeah, and I only do it with these two for some reason.
I do as well.
Maybe
I
that's
literally do it with these
an
two
autism
fingers
thing.
as well.
Maybe that's an autism thing.
I wonder why. I wonder why you asked to do it in the foreign language. That's very,
Oh, it's a long story, but basically I was they couldn't get the original guy back, I don't think. So I was there. Okay, so the house is voiced by Kaiser Johnson, who also voices Lurch. He is also known for he was an evil
Oh, he was
Russian.
in War for Cybertron.
Yeah, he was Ironhide in that.
Oh, was he? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That
was just for the video game, not the movie.
Yeah, there is a new one that's come out. I've been trying to go and see it in cinemas. The new sequel.
Yeah. It looked fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know why the only voice actor that's changed is Pugsley's voice actor. They made him sound younger.
I think, as boys get older, they
go through puberty.
Yeah, so maybe by the time it was recording time, Pugsley didn't sound like Pugsley anymore.
Finn Wolfhard, yeah. It's just so odd just to hear him go from a deep voice to a sort of, little boy
Finn's
voice.
Cool, though.
Yeah, Finn's a really good actor.
Yes.
So also, Funtime Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Yeah. What was that like?
So I was not in Help Wanted. That was the mobile game, I believe.
Oh.
That I was Funtime Freddy in Sister Location, which was a while back in 2016, actually. And yeah, that was crazy. That marked the start of my voice acting career in like the pro leagues, I think, because up until then, I was doing it, but I was doing it like online with like mobile games and random Steam games and stuff here and there. But Freddy really gave me my start, and I was overjoyed. And it just all happened so fast. I auditioned that morning, got cast that afternoon, and sent the lines that evening. Because he just wanted me to do them on my own and just give him a few takes of each line, and I guess it stuck.
That's so cool. I was going to ask you, has your destiny always been to become a voice actor, or?
Not always, but for a long time, I'd say since I was 13. But before that, I wanted to be a children's book author just because I liked creating worlds and stuff, and that turned into animator for like Newgrounds and the like. But I didn't really have the patience for that. But I sort of found my tribe a little bit with in the animation community there, and we would voice act for each other's things, and I just I really took to it, like, just emotionally immediately. It's like, oh, this is like where a puzzle piece fits. I just loved being different stuff that a human really couldn't be in real life, I love sci-fi stuff and fantasy, so it was just nice to create I like helping creators realize their dreams in the audio realm, sort of create a full picture for them if I can help in any way. So that's what I really like about the whole thing, just playing imaginary pretend.
Sounds fun.
It's a lot of fun.
That's why I cosplay as well. I also cosplay. I voice act as well. You can see here, it's a little helicopter ride that I did the voiceover for just before the pandemic. That's my only voiceover role to this day.
Oh, nice. a helicopter?
Yeah.
Tell me that story. What's that about?
So those sort of rides that you get outside stores that you put the money in and it moves. Yeah. Well, I've been obsessed with them ever since I was a 11-year-old. I was an 11-year-old. When I was little, I used to be scared of them. Like whenever I see them outside supermarkets, all these kids would just be like, "Oh my gosh, I want to go on them." But it's the trap mode and these rides that scared me. These sudden sounds that would play. I remember there was a Thomas the Tank Engine one at my local shopping centre.
I remember.
And it played a section of the theme song. And I remember I went up to it one day. I was like 3 or 4, and it played that track sound. It was so loud. I physically jumped up into the air and legged it as fast as I could because it scared me. It made me jump out of my skin.
The technology was not up to par back then.
If it didn't have a trap mode, I probably wouldn't be scared of it. But
I know the exact one you're talking about. We have it over here too. Not anymore, but I definitely remember riding that.
Yeah.
So you got to voice one of them?
Yeah. Well, there's a ride company called Northern Leisure. By the way, can I quickly ask, this Thomas ride, was it small or big?
It was big from my point of view when I was a kid.
I mean, did it have a roof on top or?
I think it had a roof. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Made by R.G. Mitchell of Skegness.
Oh man,
I know everything about rides. I'm a massive
memories.
So there's a lot of ride companies in England. There was this one ride company called Northern Leisure Group. They're no longer around. They recently went bankrupt because of the pandemic.
Oh, that's a shame.
So this was their final ride that I voiced.
That's so awesome.
That makes it more special. I
hope you get to buy one.
I wish I could buy one, to be fair. I'll get on to that in a minute because it's a very big story, sort of like problematic, I guess. So in 2019, one of the guys who worked there contacted me and he was like, "Would you like to be the voice of our new ride?" And I'm like, yes. So yes, is that even a question? Yes, please. So I did my lines from my bedroom with these set of headphones.
Oh man.
From my voice memos, and I just emailed it to him and he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll get it put on the ride." It was showcased in London that year at the AG exhibition at the XL, the London XL on the Docklands there.
That's so cool.
I saw it in person, and when it moved, I was so happy, honestly. I really wish I recorded my first ever reaction to it moving. But I remember just hearing it move, obviously saying the messages that the girl would say on the ride, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I remember those." But pressing the buttons and hearing my voice come out of it, it makes me want to cry.
Amber,
I'm actually starting to tear up now just thinking about it. Just thinking,
Amber,
like,
that is such a dream come true.
It happened, and I looked at the ride and I heard my voice come out of it, and I was like, I've finally done it. I finally blooming done it. This is it. I've gone from being scared of rides to liking rides to actually being the voice of one.
That is such a journey. That is such a journey of self-fulfillment there.
Yeah.
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
That is a bucket list item for me too. So well done. I am envious.
I felt so happy. Honestly, it was one of the best moments of my life ever, just being at that trade show. And
so happy for you, Amber. I hope you get so many more moments like that.
This is my only role that I've done, to be fair, with voice acting. There we go. That's a better photo.
So cool.
That was so fun. And there's only two.
You could get one for cheap.
Well, there's only two. That's the fit. Yeah, there's only two in the world because, well, they were going to approve a lot more, but obviously everything shut down, and then Northern Leisure had to file for bankruptcy, and then, well, there's only one is in Iceland.
Okay.
Actually, they were going to ship a lot out to America as well, which I'm sad that they never ended up doing.
Yeah.
I actually campaigned to get one in California so I can have all my voice actor friends see it.
That would have been sweet. Well,
it's so happy.
Maybe one day you'll get another.
I hope so. I definitely hope so.
And that one will take off.
I hope so. The second one is in Bradford. It's in Yorkshire. It's at a Morrison's, which is a supermarket. It's been off since the start of the pandemic, and it's just in such a bad shape now. The joystick's been pulled off. There's wires sticking out of it.
No.
I know. And, well, Northern Leisure's being, it's apparently being revived now as a brand new company, but with a different director. And this specific director, she pretty much now owns every single Northern Leisure ride now, even this helicopter ride. And this woman I've had bad experiences with in the past. She's been so horrible to my family. She's just been so ignorant, and she was just horrible to my mom. She was just said so much horrible stuff. So I'm worried. I know this probably might never happen, but I'm worried if she finds out that it's my voice on it, she will remove it and she will replace it with something else.
I'm so sorry.
And that'll be non-existent. But
you should reach out to these places and see if you can buy it before that happens.
I have asked the people at Morrison's, but to be fair, the price, it was originally like £3,000 when it came out new, but now, judging in its sorry state, it'll probably be a lot less.
Right, but you can still get it and refurbish it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've already got 4 rides.
So, what's one more, right?
Exactly, yeah.
I say go for it. If you make a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter for that, I'd donate.
Bring my helicopter home.
Yeah,
that would be so sweet.
I'd share that around.
And what a unique thing is the one in Iceland. The announcements on the ride, that says like, please insert coins, please press the start button. Yeah. Those were dubbed into Icelandic. The sound effects on the ride are still in English with my voice on it.
That's so cool, though.
So it's like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to translate. No, they were like, oh no, we didn't. And the director of the company said, we're not translating your voice into Icelandic because we love you so much.
Aww.
That made me cry. That made me cry.
Well, I hope you get one of those 2 rides.
I hope so. It would probably be the one in England, because the one in Iceland, it's in it takes Iceland. What's the currency of Iceland? Currency of Iceland.
Ice Krona. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like that sort of. My screen's always so bright. Krona coin. So it's like sort of, yeah. No, not one Swedish. I don't know. It's just, it's a round piece of metal, something similar to here we go, coin Icelandic. So it's like that, but with a crab on it. I want some Icelandic currency now.
I want a crab coin.
The one in Iceland is at Kringland Shopping Centre in Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland.
Reykjavik, right?
Reykjavik.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong.
No, not at all. I'm not Icelandic.
I have at least one Icelandic view of my YouTube channel out there, and if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
Hello. I remember watching this one series where this mafia guy got witness protection programmed to Iceland, and he lived in Reykjavik, I believe. My dad loved it. It's on Netflix.
So I also like to ask you one last thing before we round this up. I'd like to ask you about Hyperdrive in Transformers Battlegrounds. So,
oh man,
pretty much similar to my story. What was it like going from a fan of Transformers to being in a Transformers video game?
Just no words. I have loved it for so long, and to be one of them was just a dream come true, as cliche as it is to say, because it actually was the same director as the Addams Family one, Margaret.
Was it? Oh wow.
Yeah. She hired me, and originally it was just like Foot Soldier 1 and Brute 1 or whatever, but I was still honored to, be a part of the game. I was and am still so happy. And then I saw the game come out, and I watched a playthrough of it, and they had attached that voice to Hyperdrive, and Hyperdrive had never gotten a voice before. So I'm the first voice of Hyperdrive. So that was a very, I didn't know a lot about Hyperdrive. I knew that he was a Micromaster, right?
Yeah.
And I have a toy of him from, I believe, Earthrise.
Oh,
was the line.
Oh, wow.
It's up there with my Transformers collection. I
Aw.
turned the camera around, but my room is a bit messy at the moment.
Oh, it's okay. I've just had a look at this. Go ahead. Sorry.
But no, yeah, it was just such an honor, honestly, to contribute to that. And even though it's not the G1 hyperdrive, it's still a hyperdrive. So that really, put a smile on my face. And another toy to add to the collection there.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching this interview. Kellen, where can we find you on social media?
Anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, at Kellen Goff. I'm on TikTok. Don't go on my Facebook that much, but just at Kellen Goff. And I'm mostly on Twitter, and that's where I announce most of the new things that I'm doing. So check it out.
Will do indeed. So to you at home, thank you so much for watching this video.
And thank you, Amber, for being
You're welcome, Kellen,
and amazing host. I really had fun. Thank you.
You're welcome, Kellen. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. It's goodbye from me and goodbye from Kellen, whichever way he is, because I always point the wrong way every episode, so I'll just do both ways.
Yeah.
On my end, it's this way, but it's probably gonna end.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, but on the actual video itself, it'll probably come up and I'll end up pointing the other way instead. So I'll just do both ways. Thank you for watching. We'll see you around.
Bye, guys.
Bye, and cut.